The scientific part of the Alpbach Technology Forum rests on two pillars. First, plenary lectures, designed to present the participants with the most recent developments in science and technology. The plenary lectures also raise awareness and interest for scientific and technological developments that are not part of the daily routine of the participants. Secondly, workshops. 6 hours on the second day of the conference are devoted to workshops for specialists and usually result in policy recommendations. The range of topics discussed was wider than ever before. Where do we come from and how will our world look tomorrow? Starting with the development of the universe and presented by one of the most high-profile astronomers of our time, Sir Martin Rees, we were shown what awaits us in the future. New technologies will not only dramatically change the way we think and act, but will also open new opportunities to positively shape our lives and our environment.
We reckon that in about 20 years' time, there will be a new kind of computer, the quantum computer. It will be so much faster than today's computers that you cannot compare them at all. And those new computers will need technologies like teleportation.
Is it possible for a scientist and researcher to abandon his work and leave all the responsibility to others? Or is there a responsibility for what you do and how you do it? After all, a new development is the child of a particular scientist. Normally you don't abandon your children. There is a responsibility for the entrepreneur and engineer. Dean Kamen showed us moving examples of his sense of the industrialized world's responsibility for third world countries.
But also, like everything else I've worked on, I'd like to think it could be important.
A mere transformation of problem solving will not suffice. It's necessary to find solutions suitable for the respective local and cultural conditions of third world countries. By presenting some very impressive medical applications, several speakers showed us the extremely positive effects single individuals can achieve.
Send a cardiac surgery team from here to Mongolia.
What we could start to do as scientists is to have something, I would love to do this, a science Peace Corps. We already know that the Peace Corps is where people go out into the or Médecins Sans Frontières, where you go into the developing world. Wouldn't it be wonderful if scientists went into the developing world?
The discussions during Alpbach 2004 focused on two very different situations: pre-competitive research and competitive research. All governments and policymakers in the world try to find the magic formula to stimulate research and development and speed up the transition into marketable products to increase welfare and well-being. The leading figures in science cannot simply be assigned to two camps, those who gain knowledge and those who apply knowledge. Knowledge application as a pillar of competitive research first and foremost requires curiosity-driven work, which is undoubtedly a domain of basic research.
I think that in science, more than ever before, we will have to use a comprehensive approach. Comprehensive approach means that we no longer work within traditional disciplinary structures, but think about how this will all fit into our social and cultural framework. Intimacy must not be lost. Technology shall not induce fear, but instill fascination.
No society in history has ever had the resources available to our information society today. This means undreamed of applications are being developed, for example in the field of medicine. In the future, it will even be possible to transfer thoughts to a computer via electrical currents and translate these currents via the computer into movements. Just by using your brain power, you can, via the information processor, compute your muscles to raise a glass to your lips, a glimmer of hope for those suffering from paralysis.
In the future, these signals will be registered directly from the brain and from electrodes attached to the brain. This guarantees better signal quality.
A new world has been opened up with the help of molecular imaging, truly seeing beyond the light. Virtual travel within the body, rapid detection and diagnosis of dangerous diseases, augmentation of the help doctors can give their patients, a marvellous result of the combined efforts of basic research and applied technology in the field of medical imaging.
Has driven the evolution of matter. You can say that in sort of a generalized Darwinistic view,
As, for example, in the genome that I have shown, it is a binary system. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 interactions. And then you get a very long program with a large number of these letters constituting the information contained in the genome.
Science, training for science and research are to a large extent entrusted to the universities. In a brilliant closing statement, Chaim Harari, former president of the Weizmann Institute of Science, showed the diversity of a modern university as a platform for science and its application. The university's role as a modern enterprise within a science society comprises all areas of research, basic, applied and social science, industrial applications, and the training of professionals and science managers. The balance between plenary presentations and discussions and the detailed elaboration of specific items of interest in numerous working groups enables the participants to actively influence policy making. Thus, the 2004 Alpbach Technology Forum has again met the requirement to foster the crossover of science.